Hello everyone, this is Sean and welcome back to episode number 16 of our Rimworld A16 Zippy's Folly Let's Play. When we left off it was the first of spring and the pawns of Zippy's Folly were walking around and doing a bunch of chores and they were going to go strip Kate. That's right, that's what Nick is up to. He's going to strip Kate. Steal all of her clothes. Sounds like a good plan, really. Think about it. What is Nick's actually got some pretty good gear on already. Can take a Nope, Kate's not wearing a hat. What is Kate wearing? Hyperweave clothing, which is also pretty good gear. So Nick is going to appreciate that. I'm going to have Nick take that nice hyperweave shirt that Kate is wearing. Or just carry, oh, it's a t-shirt, so nobody really wants to wear that anyways. But that will prevent us from having dead man clothing applied, and it will, get us those fancy high-end. Why don't you haul some of that stuff instead of cleaning dirt? And Kevin, you too, please. I know you're going to go remove that floor, but haul the thingy there instead. Be better. Great. Now we've got this nice big open area, so if you get an infestation, we don't really need to worry about it, so that's good. Almost got a fully charged battery. Probably ought to set up a second battery. We still have no steel. But I am going to set up that second battery all the same. Put it there. And another thing I wanted to do was zone out somewhere to store all this stone that we're generating. So I like to set up little stockpiles next to walls. We're going to set that to important, and we're going to go with, it's not a food at all. Is it manufactured? Nope, it is a raw resource for some reason. We're going to set up stone blocks in that raw resource area. Great. So, I mean, that's not going to clear out all these stone blocks that we have. We do have quite a few. But what it will do is it'll at least give us a home for them. Because we should have a home for pretty much everything that's in here. Something else we should maybe do this episode is finally set up a trading capacity. It's hard to believe that we don't have any. How's our... So we have 1.8 beauty, and it's very impressive for some reason. Now, does it count as a rec room? Very impressive rec room. Well, good. I like it. Good for our pawns bonuses and so forth. So he doesn't have any stuff applied there. These guys really have to walk a long way to get their food and then sit down and eat, but what are you gonna do? This building really should be bigger too. This is a really small room for a dining room. Can't believe I didn't think of that. I mean, I can bring this wall out one. I guess I could bring this wall out a couple. It's still pretty small for a dining room. Especially if I'm going to try to cram rec room stuff in it too. Like when I want to go to a big table, there's not really going to be a lot of room for the big table once I do that. Let's Norberto in darkness. Now, why would you have 8 without table when you're eating at a table? Oh, I guess it was a little while ago. Just want to see the, do you get that dining room boost when you're done here? Yeah, see, now why don't you get the, oh, very, very impressive dining room. Good. Good, good. And they are all hauling all this stuff from down here, so they must be running out of stuff to do. One thing that they should be doing, oh, no wonder they're not planning this stuff. Change you over to corn. I know that those other plants aren't quite ready to go yet, but I'm going to turn you on anyways. We're going to switch you to corn as well. There we go. I haven't seen the stats on how vegetables work yet under this new alpha. Let's look real close and see how they work. So they grow in 7 days, and they give you 0.3 nutrition. Well, that gives me what, 6 corn? It's also at 93%, so this one's pretty close too. So this gives you 0.2 nutrition, and it grows in 3.15 days. Well, that doesn't seem like a very good deal at all. Seems like potatoes might be a better crop. I don't know. What does it show for strawberries? I guess you can't just look at it like that. Oh wait, there it is. I'm gonna switch you back to corn. What does it show for strawberries? 0.2 in 2.65 days. Whereas potatoes are 0.2 in 3.15 days. So it seems like strawberries are a better deal than potatoes. I don't even know. Somebody do the math. Come on. Where's Uzentar when we need him? Or Zorbity Hut. What's he up to? Come on. Oh, that's all right. I got all these plants planted anyways. And hopefully we don't starve. We got plenty of meat to last us. And somebody's being attacked by a timber wolf. Kevin being attacked by a wolf. Let's go see what is going on with poor Kevin here. There's that wolf. Well, luckily Kevin is right near home, so he can run. I guess everybody's going to be slowed down equally. So why don't you run up that way, Norberto? Why don't you come around this way to help out? Julian, you're not going to be any help, but Zippy, you can be help. Actually, Julian, you can be help because you can come open that door. And Julian, by the way, is the ultimate doorstop. That's his nickname. Why don't you come down here, Nick? It's probably overkill. Kevin, yeah, there you go. I thought I drafted you. I did draft you. Okay, that's good. Well, I thought you were going to come up this way, but I guess you're not. So Norberto, why don't you come over here? Nick, you're already lined up in a good spot, so I guess actually why don't you just walk up there? And Akai, you're not really going to be able to do much good, but this ought to take care of it. Or not, jeez. I like how Nick just gives up. He's like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to shoot him. May as well just stand here instead. Timberwolf Revenge. Yeah, I don't know if revenge is the right word there, Timberwolf. You started it. You don't start a fight. And then when the person you started a fight with hits you back, be like, well, now I'm going to get my revenge. Like, no, I'm pretty sure I was trying to get revenge on you for attacking me out for no reason. Kate, you are really holding in there. Look at all that stuff going on. You're still alive. Where did those scratches come from, I wonder? Crash landing, I guess? Got an infection down there, too. I should not be burning through that medicine for these simple injuries. I go through and set everybody to herbal medicine, and I will break out the real medicine if a real injury occurs. Hopefully I'll remember, like an infection or something. Now what is that the same dog that we were fighting? And like it's come back to life? There we go. That's more like it. My disbelief killed it. It's kind of sad though, like it's bleeding, but it was able to start walking again, so it went to go to try to find something to eat. I'm gonna start crying. I'm not careful. All right. Well, we have an idle pawn, so you know that could be worse. I shouldn't just have you uninstalled. It's a weird thing for me to have done. What I should do is have you set over somewhere where you can be quickly moved in case of an emergency. So you're not connected to the power line because I don't want you to be. Do I have these offset? I have 68 and 70, good. You always want to offset multiple heaters. Seems like everything is being kept up, heated up fairly well. Good, I can finally now that summer or winter time is almost over. What am I looking for? I'm looking for temperature. I'm looking for vents. There we go. I can get these vents going in here and set up a heater. I guess like right there should be fine. Let's make sure everything is connected. Sometimes I forget to connect things. Could have been running that solar power. That solar panel. Could have been running it disconnected the entire time, but I wasn't. Seems like my electric needs are staying under control fairly well. Research is coming along very slowly. Definitely need to research recruit a research pawn. Strange that they would start all 3 of those and not finish any of them. Probably because of the pawn carrying steel over, like less than a full load. But they finished one. Not really going to do any good at this point without a heater running in there, you know. But that'll make these 3 pawns a little happier. Not having to sleep in the cold every night once we get that heater going, of course. Solar panels, our sun lamps running at full capacity here. Growing everything up. Getting up to 30 degrees outside. It must be springtime. Things are starting to look a little brighter. Oh my gosh, look at all those idle pawns. Gotta find something for all these pawns to do. I still don't have enough wood to go around and put more floors down. Well, I can't really... I guess I should be like hauling stone chunks so I can carve those into stones. That's something to do. As a matter of fact, well, I don't really want to go all the way out to there. It's pretty far. I don't really have any stone chunks up there either. I suppose I could start mining this area out, even though I said I was going to wait until the come on now. Toxic fallout. I guess I won't in this case. Set up our little mining pattern here. There we go. And that means that one goes like that across, and then we do that, we do that, we put another one of those there, and that one goes there, and that means, whoops, didn't quite do that wrong. There we go, like that. There, there. You can undo that whole corner there, is fine. We'll go ahead and go up like that. Whoops, that's too far. Does that work? Hey, look at that. It's like I'm finally starting to learn a hotkey or two. Over there. Very good. And that'll do for that. Get that cleared out. That'll keep all the pawns busy for a while. Any idle pawns will come up here and do some mining. It'll give us some stone chunks to haul, which kind of is the main thing. I don't really want them to have to walk through the snow to gather the stone chunks out on the perimeter. Although it looks like the snow is starting to melt, so it should not be a problem after a couple of days here. Unless we get a cold snap or a late snowstorm. That does happen every once in a while. And you know what, maybe we'll find some steel in here, because we could definitely use some steel, and having it be close to home would be a lot better than having to go out and track it down for some weird source, who knows where. Kind of relaxing to just sit and watch these guys mine. I know it seems weird, but I don't know, it's kind of fun, especially with this pattern that I set up. You can watch them just go through, and they leave little squares behind. Now, I don't want to tear out this wall. I mean, eventually I will, because I'll just build a wall. But for now, I'm going to leave the natural wall there, because that does serve as one side of the kill zone down there. What do we got over here? We have some snow hair leather. Big whoop. I don't think that's really worth it traveling all the way across the map to get, even if it's not all the way across the map. There's enough across the map to where, you know what? Why not? Why not get it? If somebody can walk that far. I don't know how much textiles I have. I guess I have 340, but I don't think I have enough to really make anything with it, though. Not enough of any one thing. That snow hair leather might give me a new shirt. I need to start getting some wool. I haven't really had the chance to plants dying because they're unharvested again. That's frustrating. Especially when there was a pond down there working in the garden. It's like an overnight, you know what? Like plants can't be left overnight or anything. So who are my two gardeners here? We have Zippy and Julian. Somebody's going on to the night shift. I'm going to say it's going to be Zippy because Julian is a warden, and that will lower the disturbed sleep penalties if we ever have a prisoner again. I'm sure we will. All right, so we go to the restriction tab. We're looking at Zippy. Zippy, you are going to get sleep right there. Change that to anything. There we go. So that should prevent us from having stuff go rotten in the middle of the night. Set up our structural supports. Oh, look, we found some steel. Great. Real good. Can clear out all the other supports now. More plants dying from being left unharvested. Not good because it's corn, which, you know, we can't really afford to leave unharvested. At least there's Zippy working at night. Of course, this plant's not going to grow to 100% now because it's middle of the night. So I guess that means anything that grows to maturity during the day. I don't know. It seems like it's really fast. Nice steel deposit here, though. It's going to get us at least above 1,000, which I don't know that we've really done this game. Tattered apparel still, huh? Kevin's got that tattered apparel. Does anybody, nobody's forced to wear anything, so I don't have to worry about that. Now see, this is one thing I don't like, is when they go and they bury themselves inside a hallway there, because if an infestation occurred right in here, it would be really difficult to fight them off. So hopefully they'll tear down that wall. Looks like Kevin's going to get to it. Zippy will probably... Nope. Guess Zippy won't. No, neither will Kevin. Now that I see what's going on. Hey, Kevin. Should you clear out this wall, please? You know, we haven't really had too many break problems, so that's good. Well, I guess we've had some smoke leaf benches and stuff, but I think that's more of chemical fascination as opposed to actual, like, hard time mental breaks. But we have been very fortunate not to lose any pawns, and yeah, just generally keep things in a good spirit. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to set up a couple of sarcophagi, though. And we were going to set up a trading capacity as well, weren't we? I think that's under here, too. And Shouldn't... Oh, wow. We don't have any components, huh? I mean, we have some right here, so there's that at least. There's a few more. Don't see any down there. Some right there. A little more steel, too. None easy to get to over there. I mean, that's pretty easy to get to, I suppose. I don't want to mine it all out right now, but this much should be enough for to last us a while. I think in Fallville I made the mistake of not mining enough. And I should have mined quite a bit more early on in the game. Late in the game it didn't matter. So yeah, deep mining. Hey, 100% grown. Now let's see how long this stays 100% grown. Yeah, now Zippy, are you kidding me? Why are you mining? When... Okay. Well, yeah, I am going to save this. Oh, how... Like, I can't send him a previous save. I don't know. I'll be right back. Never mind. I just realized what the problem here is. In this very specific case, it's already at 100% grown. So I don't know exactly why they're not cutting things down, but that is why Zippy walked out of the garden, because 100% grown does not mean ready to harvest. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see what happens here until the morning, and I don't think we're going to make it through the morning before this episode is over, because there's only a couple of minutes left. I guess I don't need to tell you that. You see how long the video is before it even starts. But boy, that is a frustrating part of the game. And you know, if these two corn plants rot, I'm not going to be very happy about that. You know, like, we need food. We're not running like critically short on food or anything, but we don't really have a lot of food either. So I definitely don't want to waste what food we do have. So yeah, I don't know. See if we can figure that out. Very few bugs in this game. I'm not even 100% sure this is a bug, but it seems a little buggy. Yeah, great. Well, maybe we will find out what happens before the end of this episode. But Zippy's going to come and harvest it before it's too late, so I guess we won't. Can't really see what other ones are close to being harvested. But, you know, probably something like these cotton plants are where we're going to run into trouble, because they're all planted at the same time. But, I mean, we can't... Trust me, if I could stagger how they plant their crops, I would do it. Like, I don't have any objection to that. So, you know, it's not like I'm failing to utilize the game to its full potential. Okay, so we got ready to harvest here. And these are ready to harvest as well. So let's see how long it takes. I know the timer just went off and we're supposed to be at the end of the episode. But we're going to see if this stuff, it looks like it's all going to get harvested. Huh. I don't know. That's weird. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. It has been fun. Look at that, our snow is melted. We finally cleared that ground out. If you have enjoyed, please click the like button down below. That's a good way to indicate to me that you've had a good time. And let your friends know that they should be watching this series and all my other series as well. Hey, if you haven't, you should check out my Capitalism Lab series. If you've never heard of the game, it is a business economic simulator. It's a pretty old game. Capitalism 2 came out in 2001, and CapLab is kind of an update of Capitalism 2. Still has basically the same graphics. I think they've upgraded a lot of the textures and stuff. But it's like still in development. Or, I mean, it's still being supported. That's right. And I guess sort of still in development. They are releasing DLCs. I don't have any of them. But the game is still actively supported, so there's very few bugs. And it's a very detailed business simulator. So, like, if you like the resource management and kind of business side of Rimworld, you would probably really enjoy this game as well. So, I try to do my best to kind of walk people through what I'm doing, but still keep playing and keep things moving like I do here in Rimworld. Hopefully, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I do all right here in Rimworld. I'm sure some people think that I move a little too slow, but you know what? I'm not. I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm trying to have a good time. That's my main thing. But we don't need to go into all those meta conversations. I do that all the time. Thanks for watching, you guys. We really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye.